Quran Translation in English, Part 25. The family of Imran, Ali, Imran, 160-180. If Allah helps you, none can defeat you. But if He denies you help, then who else can help you? So in Allah let the believers put their trust. Spoils of war. It is not appropriate for a prophet to illegally withhold spoils of war. And whoever does so, it will be held against them on the day of judgment. Then every soul will be paid in full for what it has done, and none will be wronged. Good doers and wrongdoers. Are those who seek Allah's pleasure like those who deserve Allah's wrath? Hell is their home. What an evil destination. They each have varying degrees in the sight of Allah, and Allah is all-seeing of what they do. The Prophet as a blessing. Indeed, Allah has done the believers a great favor by raising a messenger from among them, reciting to them His revelations, purifying them, and teaching them the book and wisdom. For indeed they had previously been clearly astray. Lessons from the Battle of Uhud. Why is it when you suffered casualties at Uhud, although you had made your enemy suffer twice as much at Badr, you protested, "How could this be?" Say, O Prophet, it is because of your disobedience. Surely Allah is most capable of everything. So what you suffered on the day the two armies met was by Allah's will, so that He might distinguish the true believers and expose the hypocrites. When it was said to them, "Come fight in the cause of Allah or at least defend yourselves," they replied, "If we had known there was fighting, we would have definitely gone with you." They were closer to disbelief than to belief on that day, for saying with their mouths what was not in their hearts. Allah is all-knowing of what they hide. Those who sat at home, saying about their brothers, "Had they listened to us, they would not have been killed." Say, O Prophet, try not to die if what you say is true. Martyrs honored. Never think of those martyred in the cause of Allah as dead. In fact, they are alive with their Lord, well provided for, rejoicing in Allah's bounties and being delighted for those yet to join them. There will be no fear for them, nor will they grieve. They are joyful for receiving Allah's grace and bounty, and that Allah does not deny the reward of the believers. Reward of the steadfast. As for those who responded to the call of Allah and His Messenger after their injury, those of them who did good and were mindful of Allah will have a great reward. Those who were warned, "Your enemies have mobilized their forces against you, so fear them," the warning only made them grow stronger in faith, and they replied, "Allah alone is sufficient as an aid for us, and He is the best protector." So they returned with Allah's favors and grace, suffering no harm. For they sought to please Allah, and surely Allah is the Lord of infinite bounty. That warning was only from Satan, trying to prompt you to fear his followers. So do not fear them. Fear me if you are true believers. Disbelievers' delusion. O Prophet, do not grieve for those who race to disbelieve, surely they will not harm Allah in the least. It is Allah's will to disallow them a share in the hereafter, and they will suffer a tremendous punishment. Those who trade belief for disbelief will never harm Allah in the least, and they will suffer a painful punishment. Those who disbelieve should not think that living longer is good for them. They are only given more time to increase in sin, and they will suffer a humiliating punishment. Sincerity test. Allah would not leave the believers in the condition you were in, until He distinguished the good from the evil among you. Nor would Allah directly reveal to you the unseen, but He chooses whoever He wills as a messenger. So believe in Allah and His messengers. And if you are faithful and mindful of Allah, you will receive a great reward. Reward of the stingy. And do not let those who greedily withhold Allah's bounties think it is good for them, in fact, it is bad for them. They will be leashed by their necks on the day of judgment with whatever wealth they used to withhold. And Allah is the sole inheritor of the heavens and the earth. And Allah is all aware of what you do.